What it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
All right, man. Stephen Fulton dominated Danny Roman. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, the subscribe button, and the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Christian Chance get notifications. Go live, drop the video. And he made easy work of Danny Roman. That was simple as ABC 1 2 3. And I wasn't surprised. They bigged up Danny Roman versus Marajan Akadamadev, whatever his name is, and he didn't look pretty good in that fight. That fight was a lot closer than it should have been in Steve Fulton. He put a little bit of that Philly style, that melanated style in there, and he dominated Danny Roman. He couldn't do nothing. Now he said he thought he was gonna step it up and knock him out. And I watched this fight too, so I gotta give me a TV with picture on it from now on though. But he thought he was gonna. He thought he wanted to knock him out, but he never corrected Danny Roman. He never gave him, the opportunity just to knock him out. Danny Roman, he's technically sound, and that's what pretty much kept him in the game. If he ain't had no technique, he would have got slept. But at the same time, Fulton just did the same thing Devin did. He did try to step it up a little bit more than Devin, but the circumstances was different. Which, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I understand why he had his fight in Philly. Danny Roman honestly, Danny Roman shouldn't have no say so. He should come to Philly and beat him. They should have had this. He won the 2 belts. He should have had a homecoming in Philly if he wasn't going to fight Brandon Figueroa again. But check the fight reaction playlist for more videos like this. But from the beginning, his perpetual movement messed with Danny Roman. They said Danny Roman added strength and conditioning for the first time. Or strength, I guess his strength work for the first time. And that still didn't help him. You know what I'm saying? I don't even understand how he deserved his shot, but I ain't mad at him because, he earned it when he jumped in the ring, when he could have dropped his WBA belt to that Marajan Akadamadev cat. And he fought him when people told him not to fight him. In the day, he just showed that he not on that world-class level. He couldn't really do nothing with Fulton. He had Fulton with a couple good body shots too, but, that was about it, he had Fulton with a couple, jab and, some right hands that made Fulton smile a little bit. But Fulton just a big ass 122 pounder, and that's just what it boiled down to. This dude got the height and the reach damn near a welterweight, bro. He 5'6", and he might even be 5'6.5" with a 71-inch arm. That's a big dude, man. And like I said before, he probably not gonna get tested till he moved to featherweight or lightweight. To be honest, I don't even know. And he's 27 years old, so he might not even make it that high. Honestly, he might not make it that high. He 5'6.5", 70.5-inch reach. I think they said 71 last night. I could be wrong. That dude got welterweight dimensions. And Brandon Figueroa, that nigga is a fucking welterweight. He the only one physically in that division that can match him. 5'8", 72.5-inch arm. So how they making 122 pounds, what is that, super bantamweight, is beyond me. And Danny Roman, he not big enough. He wasn't big enough, and he didn't have enough skill set. Super bantamweight, junior featherweight. He didn't have enough skill set to hang in there, and that was apparent right from the bell. And not even just that, the speed was just too much for him. The speed, the reach, the footwork, the IQ. When Fulton wanted to land, he landed. When Fulton wanted to land a jab, he did. When Fulton wanted to slide on the ropes, when he got him on the ropes, Danny Roman would hit him with one shot, but never more than that, cleanly. So, that is what it is. He only had a 29% knockout ratio out of, 34 fights. He had 10 KOs, 5'5", 68-inch arms. Just wasn't it's hard to be elite in that weight class. Figueroa done moved up. It's hard to be elite because them dudes is big. And that's what he did all night. He got in the groove. He did try to step it up from time to time, but credit to Roman, he did enough to not get punished and get ran out the ring. He did enough not to get punished and ran out that ring. That's what he did. He did some things, rolled some shots, you know what I'm saying? You know, he landed enough to keep Stephen Fulton honest. And Fulton, he ain't the biggest puncher. And that'd be one of the things. Maybe he move up, he'll be a bigger puncher because he only got 8 KOs in 21 fights. For big as he is, he's just not a puncher. What he is he's a fighter that can do it all. He can fight you in the pocket, fight you inside. He can box you. He can bang with you. You know, he just ain't the puncher. Boy, if he had punching power, bro, he'd probably be the perfect fighter going today. Close to perfection if he can punch. So, oh yeah, it wasn't too much Roman can do but pray. Like Michael Jordan, Kobe, LeBron getting hot. You really just gotta hope they just, start missing shots. Ain't nothing you can do. Well, nothing you can do. That gotta be his old man. They look just like. Well, nothing he can do. And that's just what it was. But he took a couple more chances than Devin Haney, but the geography of their fights was totally different. He was in the States, one like he was West Coast versus Danny Roman. What is Danny Roman? Is he Mexican? I guess he's Mexican from Southern California. So, he could took more risks, and he was 5 years older than Fulton. He could have took more risks. But he ain't a puncher, so he just did what he did, boxed him. And Roman, he could have walked through the punches because of the movement was just so good. Now, if Fulton didn't move and sat in front of him, Roman would have had a shot, but Roman ain't the biggest puncher neither. So, I mean, obviously, there's only like 2 fights we want to see him in at this point. There's, Majrin Adamadiev. He's the one that beat Danny Roman for the other 2 belts. He got to fight Ronnie Rios, and I believe he got an IBF mandatory too, so they may never link up. Yeah, they may never link up, bro. So because of politics, and then he is on the zone, so I don't know if Eddie Hearn want to do that, but 10 fights, 7 KOs. He just went the distance in his last fight versus Jose Velasquez. He ain't been stopped before, so from Russia, Chile, excuse me. But it's a good fight. He ain't as big as Fulton though, almost. I was rangier as him. Uzbekistan he from. It look a little crazy. So and then it's a new way. So the only fights that you want to see him in. Everybody say, why people want to see him versus Newey in the comment section? Why you can't go up and fight? Navarrete is in, he got promotional issues right now. That's what I would say. So while I move up, I want to fight a Newey. I want the money, man. That's a good fight. And what you got to remember too, a Newey can punch. Fulton ain't the biggest puncher, so you're gonna see Fulton. You're gonna see a Newey fight somebody with some perpetual movement. That's always fun. Cause he ain't seen nobody like in my estimation, in the fights I seen him in, he ain't seen nobody with the movement and the slickness of Stephen Fulton. And Fulton ain't seen nobody with the technical skill set and the power that he got. That's a match made in heaven. And obviously, I don't want him to jump right into that fight. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to see him. I would like to see him. Get some warm ups. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's a scintillating matchup. That's a big payday for Fulton if Al Heyman let him have it. He let Donier go over there and fight him. So if Al Heyman let him have it, that's a big payday. So, Newey, Fulton, I want to see that. And I'm not saying that, people are like I'm setting the Newey up to lose. You know what I'm saying? Hell no, I love Newey and I love Fulton. I just think it's a great matchup, bro. That's all I think. But first, you got to take on Majranda and whatever, Makadov from Uzbekistan. I like to see that. But Newey and Fulton is cold-blooded. They already know that African style in my Danny Jacobs voice. They already know what it is. They know they can buy him. I just be a fan of that fight. Real talk, I love both of them fighters, bro. Like that'll be a good fight. Al Heyman ain't sitting Fulton. He ain't sitting Fulton overseas though. We do know that, right? He ain't sending Fulton overseas. We can all forget that right now. Fulton is not going overseas. You know, case closed, shut. But he should, bro. It's a lot of money. Triple G cleaned up. I forgot what Triple G got over there. Triple G got a nice bag. Triple G got a nice bag. So, but it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live, drop a video. Financially, you can support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, rolling the bottom screen. PayPal link is in the description. Also, you can hit my link tree. It's the first link in the description from Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, the whole nine. All of it's there. Anything I'm producing, content, podcast, financial donations, or whatever platforms I produce any other content on, you can hit the link tree. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Check the fire reaction playlist for more videos like this. Peace.